Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I'm sorry," when you literally did nothing wrong? Like someone bumps into you and you're the one who apologizes? Or maybe you start your sentences with "sorry to bother you," double quotes, even when you're just asking a simple question. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone, and there's a really deep reason why this happens. It's not because you're weak or overly polite. It's often a survival habit, a protective shield you built a long time ago. Think about it. We learn from a very young age how to navigate the world around us. For many of us, especially those who grew up in environments where conflict was scary or where our needs weren't always met, we learned that the easiest way to keep the peace was to make ourselves smaller. We learned that saying sorry could instantly de-escalate a tense situation. It became our go-to tool to avoid making others uncomfortable, to prevent arguments, or to just fly under the radar. Apologizing became less about admitting fault and more about managing the emotions of the people around us. It was a strategy to feel safe. This habit of over-apologizing is like a ghost from our past that follows us into our adult lives. It shows up at work, where we might apologize for asking for a well-deserved raise or for having a different opinion in a meeting. It shows up in our friendships, where we might say sorry for taking a little while to text back or for needing a night to ourselves. And it definitely shows up in our romantic relationships, where we might apologize for expressing a need or setting a boundary, fearing it might push our partner away. We end up apologizing for simply existing, for taking up space in the world. But here's the thing, while this habit might have protected you in the past, it's holding you back now. Every time you apologize for something that isn't your fault, you're sending a subconscious message to yourself that your thoughts, your feelings, and your very presence are an inconvenience. You're reinforcing the belief that you should be small, quiet, and accommodating at all times. This can chip away at your self-esteem and self-worth over time. It makes it harder to recognize your own value and to advocate for what you truly need and deserve. It keeps you playing a supporting role in your own life story. So how do we start to break this cycle? It's not about becoming rude or never apologizing again. Genuine apologies are crucial for healthy relationships. This is about unlearning the habit of apologizing for just being you. The first step is awareness. Simply start noticing when you say sorry. Don't judge yourself for it, just observe. When the word is about to leave your lips, pause for a split second and ask yourself, did I actually do something wrong here? Is an apology truly necessary? You'll be surprised how often the answer is no. Once you have that awareness, you can start swapping your words. This is a game changer. Instead of saying, "Sorry I'm late," when you're just a minute or two behind, try, "Thank you for your patience." See the difference? One puts you in a position of fault, the other expresses gratitude. Instead of "Sorry to bother you," try, "Excuse me, do you have a moment?" Or even better, just ask your question directly. Instead of "Sorry for rambling," you could say, "Thanks for listening to my thoughts on this." This simple shift in language is incredibly powerful. It changes the dynamic from one of apology to one of appreciation and confidence. Let's look at a few more examples. Imagine someone explains something to you and you don't quite get it. The old habit might be to say, "Sorry, I don't understand." Instead, try reframing it to be about clarity, not your own perceived failure. You could say, "Could you explain that in a different way?" Or, "I want to make sure I've got this right." This puts the focus on mutual understanding, not on you being somehow deficient. It is a small change that makes a huge difference in how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you. Another big one is when you're expressing your feelings. You might be tempted to say, "I'm sorry, but I feel hurt" when you do that. Take out the "I'm sorry." Your feelings are valid. They don't require an apology. Just state them directly. "I feel hurt" when you do that. It's clear, it's honest, and it asserts your right to have emotions. This is the foundation of setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries aren't about punishing others. They are about protecting your own peace and well-being. And you never ever have to apologize for protecting yourself. This process takes time and practice. It's like building a new muscle. At first, it might feel uncomfortable or even a little bit scary. Your brain is so used to the old pattern that the new way will feel foreign. You might worry that people will think you're being aggressive or selfish. But here's what will actually happen. People will start to respect you more. When you speak with confidence and own your space, you teach others how to treat you. You show them that you value yourself, which in turn encourages them to value you too. I want you to try a little exercise. For the next 24 hours, just track how many times you say sorry. You can make a note on your phone or just keep a mental tally. Again, no judgment. This is just about collecting data. At the end of the day, look at your list. For each sorry, ask yourself if it was truly warranted. Was it for a real mistake or was it a reflex? This simple act of observation can be incredibly eye-opening and is the first real step toward changing the habit for good. Remember, this journey is about reclaiming your power. It's about learning that you are allowed to take up space. Your voice matters. Your feelings matter. Your needs matter. You don't have to shrink yourself to make others feel comfortable anymore. The people who truly belong in your life will celebrate you for taking up space, not ask you to be smaller. You were born to be seen and heard, not to be a living, breathing apology. The world needs your unique perspective, your ideas, and your energy. Don't dim your own light just because some people aren't used to the brightness. Breaking free from the sorry cycle is an act of self-love. It's a declaration that you are worthy, you are enough, and you are done apologizing for who you are. So let's start today. Let's trade our sorries for thank yous, and let's start taking up the space we rightfully deserve. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content on wellness and personal growth. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed this habit in yourself? Let's continue the conversation down below. See you in the next video.